Hello, friends. Bible study, the NIV John, chapter 13, verses 31 through 38 in this video. It's called Jesus Predicts Peter's Denial. Up to this point, we have had the Last Supper has occurred here, or at least they're at the Last Supper. Judas has already gone out to betray. It's Passover Seder. They're in Jerusalem for the festival. This one's called Jesus Predicts Peter's Denial. When he was gone, Jesus said, "Now the Son of Man," that's Judas is gone. "Now the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will glorify the Son himself and will glorify him at once. My children, I will be with you only a little longer." Because remember, he knew everything that was going to happen to him. "You will look for me, and just as I told the Jews, so I tell you now, where I am going, you cannot come. A new command I give you. Love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, all men will know you are my disciples, if you love one another." Simon Peter asked him, "Lord, where are you going?" Jesus replied, "Where I am going, you cannot follow now, but you will follow later." Peter asked, "Lord, why can't I follow you now? I will lay down my life for you." Then Jesus answered, "Will you really lay down your life for me? I tell you the truth, before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times. So it's easy to say that you're willing to follow anybody till death, right? But these men, when they're going into this, they're still thinking they have a warrior king in front of them. And they're expecting that it's going to be in battle with a sword and let me go swinging, but it's not. That's not how it plays out. It's a large crowd. It's a mob. It's not in battle. There is no glory here. It would just be a martyrdom. And Peter's not prepared for that. So as we know from the other ones, it doesn't play out in that way where he doesn't do those things. I want to focus more on I have given you the command to love one another. Now, this is a tenet I actually taught to my nieces when they were younger and squabbling, and I can say to the effect of the oldest one is 23 of this group, and the youngest one just turned 19. So I can tell you that in their young adult life, it is a tenet that they still sit with, and that is one of the things that are in here. If somebody is in your tribe, your group, your soul tribe, your family, I don't care how and why you feel bonded to them. It's beautiful you feel bonded to them. It's enough that you feel bonded. You're not supposed to rip them down. The world outside is going to try to rip you down. Satan is going to try to get in, and he's going to try to get in through people around you treating you terrible. How you respond to them and how you feel about you when you're done with that encounter is part of the lessons of the going through life. It is why you're supposed to have your support system. Your family is not meant to rip you apart. No one is supposed to be trying to rip you apart if they're actually walking in the divine light at all, but most especially not those that you trust the most. And if they do, then perhaps you should not trust them the most. Do not rip each other apart. We're meant to build each other up. We're meant to love one another. That's what these words say. You will know a person who is a fellow follower of Christ by how they conduct themselves in the world. They will either be acting with dignity, grace, and respect, breathing life into other people, or they will try to be making people feel less so they can feel more. So as you go about the world today, try to be a good person who lifts others up. Because if we don't put that positive vibration into the world with the love, then how can we ever expect to get it back? Or how can we ever expect to make the world a better place? And that is really what we're supposed to be trying to do.